Hi, I'm Nicola Cairncross.
Hi, hello, hey, hi.
I'm going to talk to you about success. Yes. Okay, so it's Monday, the 1st of January, and it's the start of a brand new experiment. What I'm going to try and do is record a bit of my daily life in Greece every day, and also bring you up to date with what's happening with the launch of the new business. And then I'm going to send all the bits to my daughter Phoebe, who is learning and enjoying video editing, and she's going to try and piece it together into some sort of weekly ezine, which is all going to be video based. And so we're going to call it a Vzine. The point of that is to see if it's possible so we can achieve some sort of interesting video documentation of what it's like to start and launch a new business, especially from a balcony in Greece, which is where you can see I am. So what's happened over the last sort of month or so, I've restarted my membership site, and I've restarted it on Zen4o, which is the most robust forum software, because I believe that gives the best user experience. I'm in a couple of forums myself, and the ones I enjoy most are the ones that are on Zen4o. The other thing I'm doing is stepping up my blogging activities, my social media activities, and doing all that with a view to attracting people to the website. And I've got rid of all of my websites now except for nicolacairncross.com, because the key word for me this year is focus and travel. So what I want to do is start a business that means I can travel whenever I want to, I can run it from whenever I like, and to that end I've commissioned an app to be made, which is extremely exciting. Not only does the app bring in all of the content that I generate into one place, so it's easy to access for anyone who downloads the app, which is free of course, but it also enables people who are members of the membership site to access me through their mobile phone or their tablet or their iPhone or their iPad or their computer. So it really makes it very easy to get digital marketing advice or online business advice from wherever you are from your mobile phone. Here's my mobile phone, out of battery of course. So I'm really excited about that. The app and the membership site work brilliantly together. The other thing I've done is I've installed some software on the website, the app and the membership site, which lets me know if anyone submits a support ticket or has a question to ask, and it just alerts me on an app on my mobile phone. Now, all of this is for a particular reason. I've seen the writing on the wall, and I know that within 2 to 3 years, if not sooner, email marketing and website marketing is going to be pretty much dead as a dodo. And I realised that last March when I went to see Gary Vaynerchuk in London, and he nearly threw someone's laptop on the stage to make his point that he now runs his whole business on a smartphone. Because, I look at my kids, I look at Phoebe and Nelson, and they are just so used to using apps. Nelson barely ever looks at his email, and he is not on Facebook, he's not on Twitter, he's on Snapchat and Instagram. So you have to think about where your market is right now. Now, my market is actually 45-year-old upwards, consultants, experts, authors, coaches, and they are often on laptops, and as I am, I prefer to work on a laptop or a desktop. And actually coming to Greece was one of the hardest things, was getting rid of my iMac, which I sent off to Phoebe to look after. I just know that this is where it's at, and I'm future-proofing my business, and I want anyone who works with me on the mentoring front to be future-proofing their business too. Anyway, this is pretty much enough for today, I think. You're going to get, snippets every day of what our daily life is like. And I'm waiting for my camera. I ordered the wrong camera. I'm going to get Phoebe to try and splice in some of the footage of me unboxing my first camera and why it all went horribly wrong, which might be funny to put into this video. So I'm still waiting for the second camera, but I've started using the iPhone and the laptop just to start documenting day by day what's happening and what I'm doing to launch a brand new business from scratch. And you can also catch up with that on the blog at nicolacairncross.com, because I am documenting it in a diary kind of format as well. So whether you prefer to read, watch, listen, you can subscribe to Own It, the podcast as well, where we talk about what we're up to every week. So if you want to listen, if you want to watch a video, or if you want to read, that you're covered. That's another point, is to try and reach your customers where they like to be, and reach your customers how they like to consume your content. Speak tomorrow. Bye.
There she is. And you're a bit excited, aren't you,
I am
Nicola?
a bit excited, yes. I've had to wait nearly 2 weeks, probably nearly 3 weeks for this.
You're not very good at being patient,
No,
are you?
not very good. And every day I've looked on Amazon and it said it's left England, or it's in Italy, or it's in Germany, or it's arrived at Athens. Now it's clearing customs, and then it's on its way via UPS. But here we are, you see. I must confess, I did open the top bit before I got stopped.
Yes, by me.
This is my present to myself. Right, so, dang, dang, dang.
Oh, excellent. Some kindling.
Should have done like Casey Neistat and ripped it all apart.
Oh.
Nice, isn't it?
So it's a EOS 1300D.
It's whatever my daughter told me to buy.
I was going to just say, how did you choose this camera, Nicola?
My daughter told me to buy this one because the one she's got is not available anymore.
And that's Soremekun.com.
Certainly
If you want to go and check her out.
Right.
The young protégé.
I'm like, oh, it goes round and out and in and out and all sorts of things. Look, oh, look at that action.
So why particularly did you want to buy a new camera then, Nicola?
Well, apart from the fact that the phone won't even take a picture sometimes because it's got no storage, the quality just wasn't good enough really, and seeing the quality of Phoebe's videos compared with mine just made me realise that if I'm going to get serious about upping my video game this year, which I am, I needed to get some proper kit. So yeah, so basically that's the thing. I'm going to up my video game this year, and so I needed a decent camera. So you can expect to see me.
Ooh, look.
And then this one goes on there, I expect. Hang on, we're there.
Right.
And then oh, I think I bought the wrong one, Sarah.
What do you mean?
It hasn't got a thing that comes out.
Why should it have a thing that comes?
Because I need to know what's going on when I'm pointing it at me.
Plonker. Oh no!
Oh, it looked like it had a thing that came out.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
You're going to have to send it back, aren't
No,
you?
I can't send it back. It'll take a million years.
One eternity later.
What I wanted to talk to you today is I'm going to have to swap to looking at the other camera in a minute, so please forgive me. I won't be being rude. Can I move that camera a bit closer? Yes, I possibly can. Oh, hang on. There we go. I'm definitely going to have to look at the other camera just for a little while because I need that bit to go in the Vzine, and I'm using my new camera. Let me show you my new camera. All set up. Look, quite exciting and a lot smaller than you'd expect. So this is the second camera that I unboxed live on Facebook. It's a bit nippy out here. Now, so here we are on the balcony again because camera number 2 has arrived. So first of all, from my son, a very nice camera case, another present from my son. This was my old tripod, which was quite good. But here we have the new model of bendy gorilla tripod, and it's also this action. Nearly lost it. Oh no, I wouldn't have lost it because it's magnetic. It's pretty good grip too. But the one that made me laugh the best, my Bat Boy Dead Cat.
No, it says Micro Mum.
Well, that's even funnier, isn't it? Well, put it this way, it's got multi-purposes, but it will hopefully, presumably, fit somewhere on my camera, which will stop the wind noise. Of which you can see there's quite a lot today. Look,
Yeah. Very
quite a lot of wind today. Oh, look, my very neat little box this is. So I can't remember why I didn't go for the Canon ZX, but I didn't. I think it must have been out of stock. It's a Sony DSC WX500 Cybershot. And here is the little beauty itself, which is tiny. Look at the size of it in my hands.
Oh, that's nice though.
It is. So today I'm going to be talking about being resourceful versus having resources, because I've had a couple of emails from people who have said, as a response to my 9-word email, which is a Dean Jackson thing, which you send once people have been through your entire autoresponder series and not bought anything, or not joined anything, or not participated in anything, like a free webinar, for example. So the 9-word email goes along these sort of lines. It goes, tell me so-and-so in the name, are you still interested in blah? And the blah is whatever they joined up your newsletter for at the time. So, for example, my 9-word email would go, quick question in the subject line, and it says, are you still interested in building an online business? Now, that sort of covers marketing your own business online and also just starting an online business. And I get responses from that, and you'll be amazed. If you add that into your email sequence towards the end, then you will get some responses from people, and they will tell you what's going on in their lives, and it gives you a chance to converse with your clients or potential future clients. So I got an email back from someone who said, I'm going to have to pass this time. I haven't been able to get the funds. Now, I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to need funds for, whether he was talking about joining my membership site or whether he was talking about, participating in one of my programs. But actually, I give an awful lot of stuff away for free, and you can actually start an online business for pretty much nothing. If you've got $10 for a domain name, you don't even really need that. You could just start something on WordPress.com or Blogger.com. And I always say that if you don't know what to do, start diarising or notating or documenting, as Gary Vee calls it, on a free blog, your journey from being clueless to hopefully being a hero, from zero to a hero. And that will bring you followers, because people will start to pick up on what you're doing. They'll start to share your blog posts with their friends, especially if they're a little bit further back than you. So just say that they find your blog about 3 or 4 weeks after you start it, and you're starting to move along because you're starting to find some gurus to follow and webinars to attend and free courses to do, like, for example, the Smart Passive Income Pat Flynn course on podcasting or the Lead Pages course on Facebook ads. You'll start to find some resources and you'll share them on your blog, hopefully, and then other people will start to follow you on that blog. So someone's talking to me on Facebook Live, excuse me. If you don't have any resources, which is funds, for example, you can get started, but you have to be resourceful. And every single time you come up against the thought, I can't do that because, you then need to think, I need to get resourceful now. For example, I want to do a weekly Vzine, and I'm not by any stretch of the imagination good at graphic design or editing. I can just about edit the podcast every week. So I'm going to get my daughter Phoebe to do this for me. She's showing a lot of promise with her own YouTube videos, and I'd like to encourage her. Now, if you didn't have a Phoebe, or you don't have any money to pay someone to do your video editing, the thing you could do is you could go to your local technical college or college of further education and find someone who's doing film studies and see if they would like to do some editing for you, say for 3 months, and then all you'd need to do is talk into your camera or your iPhone, which I'm doing over there, to Facebook Live right now, and then upload the bits to a Drive folder or a Dropbox folder, and then the film student could come along and edit them for you into a weekly Vzine. So obviously, you have to take the word because I've just made it up. Good. Okay, so the other email I got this week was from someone who has been receiving, he'd obviously filled in a survey, a deep dive survey, which I've been doing according to Ryan Levesque's Ask Principles. That's a great book, by the way. You ought to get that one. And he has been offered a free download of my new app, which just went into the App Stores and Google Play Stores for Android just this week. And I was offering that to the people who completed the survey first because I wanted them to have first crack at the opportunity to get in on the competition, which could win. All you've got to do with the competition is download the app, review it in the iTunes store or the Android store, the Google Play store, and then send me a screenshot of that review. And then once a day I'll pick one person who's reviewed the app, and I will give them 45 minutes of my time to talk about whatever they like. Could be podcasting, could be online business, could be marketing your existing business online. But this person had such a blinkered view of how many resources he had. He totally missed the fact that it was a free app. He totally missed the fact that it was a free competition, and he totally missed the fact that he could enter and get 45 minutes with me to talk about his business or his potential business or his online business idea. So just by having a scarce, limited mindset, he was missing that he could have won some time to talk about his potential. Or, indeed, if he had a particular problem regarding lack of resources, he could have used that time to talk about that, and I could have helped him to become more resourceful. So you've got to start, especially if you want something, don't give up just because you want something and you haven't got any money. Don't give up just because you want an online business and you think it takes capital to achieve that. It doesn't. You can start with nothing. I started with nothing. I started with nothing more than a domain name and we didn't even have blogging software in those days. It was just a 5-page website and a weekly text-only ezine that I sent out to my growing mailing list. So please do not use the lack of funds excuse, because that's what it is, on me, because I started with 0 funds. funds, and it was only by becoming resourceful that I was able to start an online business and grow it to the stage that it's at now. So be not even abundant thinking, it's about becoming resourceful and thinking, okay, not I can't do this because, start thinking, how could I do this? How could I find someone to help me? How could I make a joint venture with someone? How could I make it worth someone's while? Like Phoebe, who wants to get going with video editing, so I'm going to get her to do mine for a little while, which will give her something on her portfolio. And in fact, actually within, how long she's been doing her videos? She's been doing her YouTube videos about 3 months now, and as well as her old ma asking her to help, she had her first client meeting with someone who wants her to film them doing cooking stuff for his new YouTube channel. So it's already bringing a paying client within 3 months of her becoming resourceful and learning how to do a skill that's valued online. I won't bang on too much longer because we want this to go into the Vzine, so do make sure you join my mailing list if you're watching on Facebook Live. If you come over to nicolacairncross.com and join the mailing list just by opting in for any of the free gifts, books, the Fast Start Masterclass, any of that stuff, you'll be on the list and you'll get the Vzine. So the other thing you need to do is go to the App Store on either Google Play or iTunes, download the app, write me a nice review and take a screenshot of it and send it to me, nicola@nicolacairncross.com, and I will enter you into the draw to win 45 minutes to talk about how you can become more resourceful rather than worrying about a lack of resources. Bye to Facebook Live. On the podcast this week, we've got a couple of great posts. Last week's was all about how to think. We are not taught to think in schools, and one of the things that I see most often, people when they contact me through Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, they aren't thinking straight. While they think they've got, for example, no cash. So on the podcast, we're discussing how to think. We share a few thinking models, which really make you able to think better and make better decisions. So go and check out the podcast. Phoebe's going to put some sort of link or picture in here. And on the blog this week, there's lots of different topics rolling by, one of which is obviously information about the app and the competition. We've got a link to last week's podcast episode, which was all about how to make your business into a game changer. I've talked, this big blog post this week was the top business marketing and digital nomad events to attend globally each year. And what I did was I started putting this together because I want to spend a year travelling, and also the year of travelling is kicking off for most people with the Internet Marketers Cruise, which I'm obviously not on this year, which is sad, and especially sad as they keep sending me pictures. And so basically I started to put this blog post together so that you'd know everything that you could possibly attend every month in the year 2017, early 2018. So go and check that out because I've included links to each of the websites for each of the events, and a little description so you can see if you fancy going. What else we got? This was a good one. We've got a 7-minute video I did for Dan Norris's 7-day startup group, which was 7 Facebook ads tips in 7 minutes for new business founders. So obviously the tips will work for anyone. Go and check that out. That's a video. Yeah, my sister was filming me and we had a bit of a laugh at the same time, but I did manage to cram in what I think are the most important things for you to know when starting and running your own Facebook ad campaign. Anything else? Yeah, there's a transcription of a podcast episode called What Happens When You Can't Work When You're Self-Employed. So check that one out. And there's some funny pictures of me and a funny story about me trying to chase the Kalamata bus, which there's only about one or two buses a day here. So if you go to one village and you miss the bus home, you've had it. But luckily, there was a twist in the tail on that one. So go and check that one out. So that's what's on the blog this week. I'm going to sign off now and let Phoebe crack on with editing the Vzine, and I look forward to talking to you next week on next week's Vzine. Speak to you soon.
And bye to the Vzine viewers.
I can't remember. I'm going to have to go and look at my own blog to see what's on it. What did I blog about this week? Oh damn, I am going to have to look at my own blog. Hold on. Haha, trusty iPhone comes to the rescue.